Lin Jia was an unnoticed girl in her school. Coming from a poor family with parents who were often working away from home, she didn't have the latest clothes or fancy gadgets like some of her classmates. Her grades weren't outstanding, and she usually sat in the corner of the classroom, quietly minding her own business. Although Lin Jia was quiet and humble, she often became the target of bullying. Some of the students would tease her, mock her, and make her feel invisible. She had tried telling teachers before, but the teachers only gave a light reprimand, and the bullying continued. Her parents were too busy with work to notice what was going on at school. Eventually, Lin Jia felt helpless and trapped, unable to break free from the constant torment. One day, things got worse. Lin Jia was locked in a bathroom by a few bullies who taunted and humiliated her. She sat on the cold floor, her tears silently falling as she felt the weight of her isolation. Suddenly, a voice broke through the laughter of her tormentors. "Let her go." It was Li Xiaoqi, a popular girl in class known for her academic excellence and outgoing nature. She stepped forward with a determined look on her face, staring down the bullies. The bullies hesitated, intimidated by Li Xiaoqi's confidence. After a moment, they backed away and left. Li Xiaoqi opened the door, helping Lin Jia to her feet. "Are you okay?" Li Xiaoqi asked gently, her voice full of concern. Lin Jia wiped her tears and whispered, "I've tried telling the teachers, but they only gave them a small warning, and nothing changed. My parents are never around to help me." Li Xiaoqi was silent for a moment, then said with resolve, "Being bullied is never your fault, but you can't keep ignoring it either. You have to learn to stand up for yourself. If someone hurts you, you fight back, and don't be afraid. I'll be there to support you, but you also need to become strong and excel. Because no one dares to bully someone who is excellent." The next day, when Lin Jia walked into class, she found that her chair was covered in glue. For a moment, she felt the usual shame and frustration, but then something inside her changed. Instead of quietly sitting back down as usual, she quickly swapped her seat with the bully's chair. She stood up and loudly declared, "If anyone dares to bully me again, I will make sure you regret it." The class fell silent, and the bullies, shocked by her sudden defiance, didn't say another word. From that moment on, Lin Jia changed. She started to study harder, dedicating herself to improving her grades. She participated in class more actively, and her teachers began to notice her efforts. Day by day, Lin Jia became stronger and more confident. Her grades improved, and she earned the respect of her teachers and classmates. No one dared to bully her anymore. While no one should ever be bullied, if you find yourself targeted, remember to fight back and become stronger. Stand up for yourself, because only by becoming strong can you protect yourself from harm. Lin Jia proved that it was not about being perfect or having everything, but about learning to fight for yourself and refusing to accept injustice.